Hey everyone, Don here from Unstoppable Life, and here is your Unstoppable Thought of the Week. And this is all about the noise we've been living in. The noise we've been living in. So I want to ask you this quality but simple question this week. When was the last time that you sat quietly long enough to hear yourself think? Not from your boss, not your spouse, not your kids, definitely not social media, and not the news, the never-ending worrisome stories. And lastly, not the endless list of responsibilities waiting for our attention. Just you, by yourself. See, for many men, and I had this question too, the question is harder to answer than we would like to admit, because somewhere along the way, our lives got really, really loud. And think about it. We became responsible. We became providers. We became the problem solvers. We became the person everyone else depends on. And while there is absolutely nothing wrong with any of those things, they often come with a hidden cost. And the cost is that we slowly stop listening to ourselves. So we become so focused on what needs to be done. And we actually stop asking, what do we actually need? Right? Does that sound familiar? Becoming so busy meeting expectations that we forget what really matters to us. And after enough time passes, something strange actually happens. It certainly happened to me. We begin to feel disconnected. And it's not because we've failed or we're broken by some means. It's none of those things. It's usually that we've been listening to everyone else's voice for so long that we can no longer hear our own. So many men think that we're experiencing burnout right there. It feels like it. And sometimes it probably is. But most times, it's something much deeper. I had to come to the realization for me that we've been living on autopilot. And so have you. We've been living on autopilot. We've been checking boxes, meeting obligations, getting through another week, right? Checking boxes. While quietly we're wondering why something feels like something's missing. And the truth is, my friends, the answer isn't always found in doing more. Sometimes the answer is found in just becoming still long enough to hear what our voice is telling us and hear ourselves again. To remember what really matters to us. To reconnect with maybe a dream we've had or our values and desires that got buried underneath those years of responsibility. So here's something to think about this week. If all of the noise stopped for just a moment, what would your inner voice be trying to tell you? Don't rush to an answer here. Just sit with that question. If all the noise stopped for a moment, what would your inner voice be trying to tell you? Because that question is pointing you toward the next chapter of whatever it is your life is going to bring to you. And if this resonates with you, this idea, this question, this week's edition of the Reset Letter coming out on Substack, coming out on Thursday this week, explores what it means to reconnect with ourselves after years of responsibility, pressures, and distractions. So check it out. Until next time, keep showing up and keep having an honest and truthful conversation, especially with yourself.